Alex, how likely, therefore, are the tariffs to come into place?
Yeah, well, let's step back and just tell everybody this is all going to depend on Donald Trump. And right now he is asleep in Ireland, so he probably doesn't even really know that that his staff are weighing a delay for these tariffs.
It's only 7:40 p.m. He might still be awake.
Good point. Actually, you know the time better than I do, I'm sure. So he probably is. But we'll see how he responds to this report. The Mexicans have been negotiating in good faith from the U.S. perspective, and so the foreign minister earlier said they were making some progress. They might actually be able to come to some sort of a deal before the tariff goes into effect on Monday, or as one official told us, the tariff goes into effect on Monday, but then the Mexicans quickly take some steps that enable the tariff to be taken off in a short period of time.
All right, so we know that Mexico's foreign minister, Marcelo Ebrard, is in Washington. They arrived earlier this week to meet with U.S. officials, although the president is traveling abroad. I believe they met with the vice president, Mike Pence, and the Secretary of State, Michael Pompeo. What do we know about what kind of steps Mexico is willing to take? Are there any indications of what those look like?
We don't really know very much about what the U.S. wants them to do in the first place, other than stop undocumented migration through the southern border. What that involves is unclear. Peter Navarro, the White House trade advisor, said it could entail Mexico reinforcing its own southern border, setting up checkpoints on migration routes that people use traveling north through Mexico. But we really don't have a lot of visibility into these talks or even into what the U.S. has demanded.
And Alex, can you just remind us of the tensions within the White House administration about this, and similarly within the Republican Party at large? Because it feels as though President Trump is almost going it alone a bit here.
Indeed. In this case, even the U.S. Trade Representative, Robert Lighthizer, didn't support placing a tariff on Mexico. It is opposed by just about anybody you talk to among Republicans on Capitol Hill, but they don't seem ready to go the next step, which would be to pass a resolution of disapproval, which, if they manage to come up with a veto-proof majority, could stop Trump from enacting this tariff.